Yo, we're about to do another EZ Mil reaction. I got a little bit of history on this one, so this is why I chose this graffiti piece for it. So I was told that EZ was in the Air Force. And this, oh, it makes sense. Lackland, I think, is an Air Force base in San Antonio. And the only reason I think that is because I don't know where any Air Force bases are other than I grew up in San Diego, so I know like Miramar. My dad was buried there. But I was stationed in Fort Hood, Texas, and we used to hang out in San Antonio a lot. So my guess is that's why I know where Lackland is. But bro, to be honest though, I didn't even know EZ Mil was old enough to be in the Air Force. And how he... So maybe he'll talk about it in this. I don't have closed captions on because I see that it says lyrics video. So if he does switch languages and it's not in English, then I will turn closed captions on. I took a big L on that last video because I didn't even think about closed captions. I normally react to Harry Mack videos, and it was always like a big thing for reactors not to turn on closed caption because it ruins the bars that he's spitting if you're reading them ahead of time. So it never even crossed my mind to turn him on when he was speaking in his Filipino language. I was like, somebody please send me the translations because I don't know what he's saying. Duh. Let's get into this. Let's see what EZ's saying. I want to know about his.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
It's been 2 months already.
2 months.
I'll tell y'all all about it. Yeah. Look, slowly past the days that I counted before I got in, and I already had the tickets to the bus that I'd hop in, and never considered my own self if I would've tried stopping. I taste the bitter with no health, I got my mind locked in a little world where I'm a good boy, never was a sinner. Imagine my own self struggling, hunting a buck for dinner. Wanna know.
I love that. That reminds me of Project Pat, where he just, oh man, that's sick. I like that flow. But that's a dope line where he said, I'm hunting a buck for dinner. So like literally hunting a buck, like killing a deer for dinner. He's saying like, I can't imagine myself doing this. So I want to go do something, for money. But, you're hunting a buck for dinner, or you're literally like hunting a dollar, like, like going out grinding, like trying to make that money so that you could eat. That's sick. That's a real sick bar.
We ain't solving this bitter with no health. I got my mind locked in a little world where I'm a good boy, never was a sinner. Imagine my own self struggling, hunting a buck for dinner. Running away ain't solving it, so a bullet pierces its skin. Administer killers through voluntary systems, wonder who's sicker. Me or the man who slayed the shame and paved the way for my generation to pledge in marching days of rain. Not even the slightest clue on how to take away the pain, and I couldn't seize up these thoughts on my way to basic training. I went in with good intentions, most didn't believe me, they need to see me. Yeah, my good friends wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even.
That's dope. They wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even because I don't want to be leaving either. And it's crazy because when you sign up for this, well, for me personally, I signed up when I was in high school. I had to wait like 1.5 years almost before I could join the military because you have to wait until you're 18. And I think maybe unless you've already graduated, but no, I don't know what it is. But it's weird because you're that young and you're filling out all these contracts and you're basically saying like, I'm going to do this for, however long you sign up for. And there's no turning back. There's no like changing your mind. Like you're locked in, and you, at the time when you sign up, you're proud and you have this feeling like, oh, I really want to go do this. I want to go do something for my country. In my case, my father had been in the military. My uncles had all been in the military. So I was just following their footsteps, my grandparents, everybody. Plus, I was very poor. I didn't really have any options after high school or whatever. I wasn't going to college. My parents couldn't afford that. I wasn't getting scholarships because I was a little asshole. But you proudly make this decision, and then you don't realize like you've made this decision and there's no turning back. Like, especially like once you go to basic training, like you say goodbye to your friends and then you go like, fuck, I'm not gonna see these guys that I hung out with for every single day, like my breakdancing crew and my graffiti crew. Like, I'm not gonna see these guys for the next 4 years at least. It's crazy. It's really crazy once that sets in. But he's doing a really good job of explaining that. I've explained it longer than he's rapped it.
Compared to them, is this the better myself? Cause I just be rapping. So what's happening? The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in Lackland. Yeah. Finally set foot chillin' up in the airport, saw the cats there sitting, we joining the Air Force, and that was the grave I'm digging, but it was my dare choice, will we be end up killing a couple of scared boys, that might have been not the real case, but it definitely crossed on my thoughts, the T.I.'s expectations, leveled on making us follow like buds, storm out for 1-3-20 seconds where we filled up our slots, a few days in and some already wanna tie their necks up in knots, but
bro, that's facts. That is facts. So when you join basic training, right, or when you join the military, and I'm not sure how all the different branches work and even the different MOSs in the military, because I was infantry, which is pretty hardcore. They're pretty dumb. You go to a place called reception first. That's where they do, like, they shave your head, they do all your dental checkups and medical checkups and physical checkups, and they give you your uniforms and they have you filling out all like your contracts for like what's it called, like health and life insurance and things like that. You can't leave reception until all that's done and you've passed like physical evaluations, and that's where you get like your medical shots, your vaccinations and all that stuff. But you have like PT tests where they do like, you know, you have to be able to do 25 push-ups and run a mile or 2 miles in the X amount of time, and then they'll send you to basic training. So it's a little bit easier than it's a lot easier than basic training, but they still try to get you into that mindset. So you're, you know, they're yelling at you, not hardcore, but you have to stand in line and, you know, go here and move here and go here. And it's a little more chill. But while I was there was people trying to kill themselves. There was people trying to escape from it. We had a guy wrap the cord of a floor buffer around his neck and then throw the buffer over the balcony, and it just hit the floor and he was just stuck there against the wall. It wasn't choking him, he's just stuck. But it's weird. Like I said, you sign up for this and you have one like mindset, like this is gonna help me get out and I'm gonna do something good for my country, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't want to fucking be here, and it drives people crazy.
But that was the T.I.'s expectations, leveled on making us follow like buds. Storm out for 1-3-20 seconds where we filled up our slots. A few days in and some already wanna tie their necks up in knots. But that was the nature they cultivated, they make it way too insane. For those who think it's a game, when in truth it really is. You just gotta know how to mentally play it. I should never say it, but motherfucker, reporting statement.
And I think that, so he's saying like they're trying to teach you that it's not a game, but it really is. You just have to learn how to play it. And they try to break you down mentally so that they can build you up mentally, and they break you down physically so they can build you up physically. It's a really weird way that and I'm assuming that it's tried and tested and proved. And then, you know, it's weird because I think that it has to do with what you've gone through in your life when you get there. So I had a very abusive father who was very strict, and he used to beat us and things like that. But when the drill sergeants are screaming at me, I just laughed because there was like nothing that they were doing to me that my dad didn't already do to me my whole life growing up.
I went in with good intentions, most didn't believe me. They need to.
Actually, I want to go back and see how he said that again. It was really dope.
A few days in and some already wanna tie their necks up in knots. But that was the nature they cultivated, they make it way too insane. For those who think it's a game, when in truth it really is. You just gotta know how to mentally play it. I should never say it, but motherfucker, reporting statement. I went in with good intentions, most didn't believe me. They need to see me. Yeah, my good friends wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even. Compared to them, is this the better myself? Cause I just be rapping. So what's happening? more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in Lackland. The day came when we had to get our neurotic shots to stabilize all our systems, but man, it was too much. And the side effects on the wall said one was pox, but I didn't care, I knew I was in favor with the odds. Psych. A few days later, woken up on my bed, froze. Just got so sick that I was feeling hella dead, bro. Went to
Oh man. So well, I mean, he must have been way sicker because it's crazy, right? So you go down this hallway and there's nurses lined up on both sides of you, and there's like 10, 15 nurses, so like really like 30 of them, and they have these guns, and these guns shoot the vaccines into you, and you have to walk through, which, you know, and then they just put them onto your arms, and it just fucking shoots the medication into you, and you go to the next one, into the next one, into the next one, into the next one, and they go like, that next week you get to like kind of rest, you just lay in bed and shit, because they're gonna make you, you know, everybody's gonna have different reactions to them. But I really didn't have much reactions. I probably felt like I had like the flu or something. But yeah, I remember that shit. All of us were pretty much out for like a week. So, but he's saying he woke up in the hospital, so he went to Reed. Reed is one of the big medical military hospitals, I believe. Walter Reed Hospital? Man, I don't know. So he's saying, oh, it's got all these side effects or whatever, but I really didn't care because the odds, you know.
I knew I was in favor with the odds. Psych. A few days later, woken up on my bed, froze. Just got so sick that I was feeling hella dead, bro. Went to read and can't believe it what they said, though. That I was going home, they sending me to med, ho. That was the place that I actually spent a month in. The atmosphere was chill, you could slack, and no one's fronting, but
man, it's such a dope. This is such a dope story that he's telling, and he's doing it very good. And I love the way that he's doing it, the cadences that he's using, and the
thing that got to me that I was going home, they sending me to med, ho. That was the place that I actually spent a month in. The atmosphere was chill, you could slip to read and can't believe it.
I love it. He said, actually spent a month in the atmosphere was something. That's sick.
What they said, though, that I was going home, they sending me to med, ho. That was the place that I actually spent a month in. The atmosphere was chill, you could slack, and no one's fronting. But the thing that got to me was the fact they gave us privileges at the cost of cleaning the crap out of latrines. And then
that's so sick. That was a real sick. That oh man. I really like that. The place that I actually spent a month in, the atmosphere was fronting, the chill, you could slack, and there's no fronting. And then what's the next part? I like that. But the thing that got to me was the fact they gave us privileges of cost of cleaning the crap out of the. I love it.
Thing that got to me was the fact they gave us privileges at the cost of cleaning the crap out of latrines, and then limit us to cutoffs and back to confiscation like that. Just straight up felt like we cat. The boost of surges sit for us who got some birthdays they passed like no one's business was happening to the shit like no cap. Can't understand it. But that's just the side of me that's really pissed and wants to hate it. The truth is I understood that my body couldn't take it. Maybe the brightest side is now that I'm back home in Vegas. But to those who believe, I'm sorry, yo, I didn't make it. I went in with good intentions, most didn't believe me. They need to see me, yeah. My good friends wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even. Compared to them, is this to better myself? Cause I just be rapping. So what's happening? The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in Lackland. Hey, shouts out to my 322nd boys, man. Burgess, Davis, and the ones I came with from Vegas, Thompson, Weatherspoon, Sadri. Hope y'all doing good, man. Hey, where's all my Meadow boys like Del Toro Alpha 6? Y'all, I told y'all I'll make this song about fucking BMT and all the metal and shit, but it's all good, you know. You just gotta play how sketchy.
Oh, I like that little piano in the back. It's like really eerie, and he's just shouting out his voice. So, okay, so he joined the Air Force, was ready to do something with his life, ready to make his country proud. Went through the medical exams, and it fucked him up. So then he went on med hold and got got released from the military. All right, that explains why I was like, man, how is he old enough? It's dope that he was able to, you know, have this platform and make a song about it too. That's kind of cool. Um, and it sucks when it's like a med hold like that where you have no choice. Like it wasn't like you gave up, or you didn't, you know, you didn't do some crazy shit, and you tell all your family and everything you're leaving, and then you come back like, all right, I'm back. Done with that Air Force thing. Like, wait, you're supposed to be gone for 4 years. Like, how'd you come back so soon? You know, it happens like to the now. So the Air Force, we call it the Chair Force, right? That we make fun of it. When I was in Fort Hood, we were doing this big training, like a cross military training, which doesn't happen very often, which I think it should happen way more often. We had an Air Force platoon that was attached to our infantry platoon. The Air Force, I became really good friends with two of the guys. They were my roommates. They got paid extra from the military for having to stay in our barracks, and it was called substandard housing pay. So they got paid extra for living in our house that the military paid us for. And I had always thought that was so crazy that like the Air Force, like the military says, wow, it's sorry for putting you in that place where we put these other people on a regular basis. But anyways, yo, that was a dope ass song. That's really cool. And it's cool to know that story now. Props to EZ, man. And to be honest, man, I'm glad that he didn't join, because it might have changed his career path, and he might not be where he's at today. And I'm really happy about where he's at today. So, yo, thank you guys for watching. I know you guys been fucking with this EZ Mil reactions, and I hope I'm doing you guys proud. I really enjoy him. Dude's really sick, and I'm really, really happy to hear the rest of them. So go check out the rest of my content. Check out my graffiti art. Check out my music. And you guys have a nice day.